well, I think we are live in the group. Good evening, everybody. It is the 28th of January. How did that happen? Because I blinked and it was Christmas a second ago. What?
Oh, I know. But February can't come soon enough, I'm afraid.
Febvember.
Febvember, that's
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah. How is everybody today? Have you got a drink? Have you got something that you're working on? Have you got a whip or a faux, something to tell us about? What have you been up to today? Emma's been dealing with stinky teenagers on the phone.
Absolute nightmare. And they don't respond to you for ages.
Because they're in bed.
Well, that's the thing. I had one student who I said, you missed your lesson yesterday, 2:30 till 4:30. What happened? Eventually got an answer back. I was asleep. I overslept, which would suggest they hadn't even got up at that point. Unlike Callum, who does get up and then goes back to bed, which is just as bad, but they hadn't even got up.
Yeah, how hard is that?
I know. You miss a lesson at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's so difficult. Anyway, I have a beverage. I have a Archers and lemonade tonight. Woo woo.
Right.
Do you have a beverage?
I do. Let me put my knitting down.
Beverage.
I've got a mug of tea. And I have some green ginger wine.
Ooh.
In my little plastic beaker with some of Aldi's lemon and mint pop.
That sounds interesting.
It's quite nice with certain alcohol because it kind of mimics a mojito.
Ah, right, okay.
But I thought lemon, mint, that'll go with ginger.
So, lemon and ginger definitely go together, don't they?
Yeah, so I wanged it in. So who's in the house today? Do say hello. Let us know you're here. What have you got with you?
What you drinking? What you working on? Are you watching anything on the telly?
I rewatched Discovery of Witches series 1 and 2 again because I needed something comforting and easy that I could sort of pay attention to or not.
Yeah, drift in and out of.
Yeah, having spent a few days working through whenever the All 4 app on my telly would work for It's a Sin.
Loved
and
it.
Crying my heart out. I thought, yeah, I just need something upbeat.
How good was Ollie Alexander?
Absolutely amazing. Really good.
I love Years and Years. Absolutely loved them. And I've always liked him. But I didn't realise how good he was at acting as well.
It's just a really nice little group of friends. And I mean, it broke my heart with Gloria.
Oh.
We won't do spoilers.
I would just say that my favourite characters were Colin and his mum.
Yeah, I thought Colin was lovely.
And his mum, she was just adorable. Loved Colin's mum. But if you haven't watched it, I would definitely suggest having a watch of it.
Yeah, to be fair though, have a pack of hankies on hand and be prepared to get really angry.
Yes.
Because I was on the verge of grabbing Keely Hawes by the throat and dragging her out into the front street and slapping her till she bled. And that would have made me feel much better with that sort of bigoted, homophobic attitude. Absolutely appalling. And the thing is, I remember that as a young woman arguing with people about, look, there's nobody deserves to die of that kind of disease.
Yeah.
Nobody asked for it. No one deserved it. It is what it is. It's like the pandemic now. It's like, we didn't ask for this. We've got it. We've got to get on with it.
Get on with it best you can. There's no point manking and moaning and complaining and blaming people. No. I mean, I can't believe they used to call it GRID at first. Gay-related immunodeficiency. I mean, what's that all about?
Well, ignorance.
Yeah.
Ignorance, fear, and bigotry. No, it is what it is. But I'm working on my poncho.
Oh, That's growing.
It is.
Oh, look at that cable on there. That is a good cable.
Yeah, I had to adapt it for working flat though, because otherwise a few of the rows would have had cable crossings on the wrong side, and I think it's just easier to have them on the right side when you're paying attention, and your wrong side can be kind of like dash across the row, knit the knits, purl the purls. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
I really can't be doing with lace or cables that have action on the wrong side. The wrong side to me is a rest.
Well, I don't mind if it's knit the knits, purl the purls, but
yeah, but that's not action, is it? That's
no.
a rest.
Yeah, but where you've got to put extra yarn overs in, and where you're not doing purl two together, you're doing purl SSPs, and
yeah.
Honestly, that just boils my melon. It just so incapable of it.
Oh yes.
I can't see if we've got anybody commenting. I don't know that we have.
We have.
Oh, Julia's here.
That's my big sissy. I think she's still isolating.
Watching Greenleaf. What's that?
I don't know what Greenleaf is. What's Greenleaf, Julia?
Tell us about it.
Yeah. And tell us if you got your result back. She's hiding in the house while she waits for her result.
Yeah, well,
there's a lot of that about at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm wondering if I had another bout of COVID over Christmas, because some of the symptoms I had are now on the list for the new variant.
It's so rude of them.
But I didn't go anywhere because I couldn't. And Jake and I were at home anyway, and he was off work, so I couldn't have been any more isolated if I'd tried.
That's cool. So Jessie's with us.
Hello, Jessie. What have you got on the needles, or have you got something on your hook?
My
Rita's in the house.
Hi, Rita. My prize came from Jessie. Shall I share?
Oh, let's have a looky.
Nice parcel. Look at this. Woo woo.
Oh my goodness.
Mail. And it's got quite a bit of weight to it as well. I was very, ooh, what's going on in there? So we have yarn.
Oh.
Look at that.
Brown.
It is brown. I love brown. It's Trendsetter Yarns, New York. 100% pure organic wool.
Oh.
Absolutely gorgeous. There are
I think it's probably a bit good for you. You probably need to send it to me.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7
Ooh.
of them. And then hidden underneath all that squishy gorgeousness, as if that squishy gorgeousness wasn't enough, we have, and I'm going to put this box down before I lose it. Look at that.
Oh, yay.
Absolutely stunning. A proper decent hardback copy. It is gorgeous. And it's such a nice book as well. It's like a coffee table book that you could just put on your coffee table for people to look at the pictures.
Are you in this one? Or is
I'm
this
not
a
in
different
this one?
No.
I'm in the one that was released a couple of years back.
Right.
Look at that. That's Jessie's pattern. Where's it gone? There he is.
Lovely.
So that's the wool to make that. But there's such gorgeous things in here. And then it shows you the picture where it's been inspired by.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look. Where's the one that I really, really liked? I should have had it marked, really, shouldn't I? It's a tam. There's a vest. Oh, I can't find the one that really you can tell where it's come from.
Is it a Van Tam?
Like a Jonathan. Unfortunately, it's not. I quite like Jonathan.
It's not a JVT.
No, JVT's quite sensible, isn't he? Right, so this one, lace cardigan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at this, am I? And then the picture from the program.
Mm-hmm.
She's wearing.
All right, yeah.
So there you go. So it is perfect. And then there's a picture of, I can't see the picture of Jamie wearing his waistcoat that Jessie was inspired by. But it's in here anyway. Jamie wears that waistcoat, doesn't he?
Oh, Jessie said she forgot to bring a project downstairs to the computer with her. That's sad. It is sad. That's heartbreaking, Jessie.
Oh, what are you going to do now?
She's really glad the parcel arrived and that you're very pleased with it. Oh, yeah.
My precious. So, yeah.
Lovely.
Have a go at that. How lucky am I winning a prize?
I know, isn't that fantastic?
Really, really pleased.
So, Jessie, are you taking part in the Around the World Stitch Along?
Oh, yeah, there's that coming up.
Because sign-ups are this week.
I so need to do that. I need to get my head in the game. You don't get to play in the game.
Well, I've done mine, but I just need to do my collage of my 5 patterns.
Cool. Excited to see what you chose.
It was quite difficult.
When does it go public? When do crocheters get to look?
I think it's around about the 11th of February or something like that.
Right, okay. So a couple of weeks.
Yeah, there's a little bit to wait yet. But I've done all my promo codes and my prize codes and all of that stuff set up. So, and I think I've done it right. I'll have to test it.
I'm sure someone will soon tell you if you haven't.
Well, exactly. Let's soon resolve it, can't you?
Yeah. Jessie said she hasn't heard about that one.
All right. If you go to the after party group on Ravelry, Jessie, on knit alongs and promotions, is it I'm a Cal gal or something like that? Or yeah. It's mentioned there by Arabian Knit, so I'll maybe drop her a message because she's been rounding people up and sorting out sign-ups.
Yeah. Lasso him.
It's not a massive event. It's it's not been going very long, has it?
I think it's a nice, friendly, quiet, group of people that. So, the gal's sometimes too big for some people to participate. They find it's too much for them. I think this one's ideal for those.
Yeah, it's just a small event, but it fills in a bit of time over sort of February, March.
Keeps you going on the long evenings.
Yeah.
Before the sun comes.
It's all good.
So are you going to tell us what you decided with the poncho in the end? Because you were still contemplating when we spoke on Sunday.
Yeah, I was sort of mulling it over, and then in the end I just went with the cast on a bajillion stitches.
Yeah, which I thought you said Brazilian in your text to me.
Yeah, so I've got 270 plus stitches. So it's it is like knitting a sweater.
No, it's fine. You like to switch. You like to switch knitters.
And I sweat when I'm knitting, so it's all good. Jessie says I try and keep up with the quieter threads in the after party, but can't keep up with main chat. But it's nice to drop in, so I shall have a look. But yeah, if you message Renee Muller, Arabian Knits, she seems to be doing a lot of the sort of grunt work in the background.
She loves it.
Niece is in the after party at the moment, and she says -19 today. Is that going to be Fahrenheit?
No.
Or is that going to be centigrade in Canada?
No, that will be centigrade, won't it? Because
I think it'll be centigrade. That's awful. That doesn't bear thinking about, does it? That's the sort of weather where you take your dog out, it licks a car on the way past, and its tongue gets stuck.
The
that
other
far
day,
away.
when I did because I always do a photo on Facebook in the sorry, Instagram in the morning when I'd walk the dog, and the temperature said it was -1, but I clicked on it and it came up on Fahrenheit and it was 35 or something like that.
Wow.
So the Fahrenheit numbers are higher, aren't they?
Yeah, because we used to do Fahrenheit here, didn't we? Because I remember having 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the 70s with this heat wave, 76 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the year I was born, 76. And my mum said she had one of those, you know, the nets that you put over the pushchair.
Yeah.
She said it was covered with ladybirds. It was hot, hot, hot.
It was hot. I got really badly sunburnt, you know, in the garden.
Ouchie, ouch. And you know what they say? Your skin never recovers.
No, and I can confirm it doesn't.
Naughty, naughty.
Yeah, well. It seemed like a really good idea at the time.
I remember my dad, he was a proper sun worshipper. He would walk around with just coconut oil on him.
Really?
Nice and brown. Yeah.
Something wrong there, isn't there?
Well, you know, in the 70s and 80s, everybody wanted to go as brown as possible, didn't they?
Well, they did.
They cooked themselves in the garden. My dad definitely cooked himself.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I was going to get a bit of a chat about iCord. How do we feel about iCord edgings, and do we like iCord to be worked as we knit, or do we prefer to go back afterwards and add our iCord edgings and do applied iCord? I
did. Do you remember my cotton top that I knitted in the summer?
Yeah.
Alicia Plummer one, wasn't it? That had an iCord edge around the neck, and that was done at the end. It's the first time I've ever done it, actually. Strangely enough, I liked it. I enjoyed doing it, and I liked the finished product, as it were.
Yeah, it does give a nice embellishment.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's that applied, because you do it as you finished, and then you pick up and knit round.
Yeah, and join to it. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks lovely. Is that what you're doing on there?
I'm doing iCord edges, so the first and last 3 stitches of every round are slipped, and I'm holding the yarn very loosely because I do not want that to pucker up.
Okay.
I want that to be the same length, and if you pull your threads behind the slip stitches too tight, you shorten everything.
Right, okay. You just know all this stuff, though.
Trial and error, and oh my god, did I really do that, is more like it.
And then having to rip.
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
It is. But this is what's left of my ball.
What was it? How many grams?
400. It was that big.
Wow.
That's my spare. I pulled out the yarn bath from the centre of that one and used the edge of that for the cast on.
Yeah.
To do long tail cast on.
So how much do you think it's going to use up?
I don't know. Because I've got a couple of swatches that I made with the original ball of yarn, and I haven't weighed them to figure out how much yardage I've used, and I may rip those out and reball that yarn and add it in at some point, or I may go to the new ball of yarn because the yarn bath is there ready.
Do you think you'll get the whole poncho out of one big ball, or?
I think you could for a smaller size.
Right.
Not sure about this size because I'm doing the fatty one.
How many sizes do you think you're gonna do in the end?
Probably 3.
Like a small, medium, and large.
L, well, small to medium,
Yeah.
large, and extra large are kind of what I'm going with at the moment. The main thing is because it's a folded rectangle, you can make it shorter, so you can adjust the depth to any height that suits you.
Okay.
Just have to make a decision where you stop your cables and whether you want it to be mirrored.
Right.
If you want complete cable repeats, then I give those sizes. But you can stop at any point and just do your ribbing and finish it off if that's the shorter version or longer version you want.
So is that bottom up? Can you sort of
That's
like
bottom up, yeah.
can you hang it on yourself and decide, or I think I'm quite happy with that, or
You can fling it over one shoulder
oh,
and sort of see how far down the body it goes and try on as you go.
how long do you think you're gonna knit that one for?
For this size, to aim to be a similar size to the shop bought one that Helen sort of spoke to me about, it will probably be 30 inches deep
That's quite big.
by 60 wide. And typically, like a one size, maybe Church Mouse Tees folded poncho is 50.
Okay.
And then they've got a range of heights from sort of 17 to maybe 22 inches or something like that. But a lot of ladies have, because it's just a rectangle,
Yeah.
in that particular case, there's no cables or anything to think about. They've just made it either longer or wider to suit what they want.
Yeah. So it's a bit like wearing a blanket, really, isn't it?
Essentially, you are knitting a small blanket or a wrap or a ruana.
Putting buttons on it.
It's got buttonholes, yeah.
Are you doing those as you go?
Yes.
So there was a lot to work out before you got going, but now you're going.
Yeah, I've got my buttonholes there. Can you see those?
Oh yeah, cool.
They're every couple of inches.
Oh, hang on. Where do the cables go when you're wearing it? Where do the buttons go when you're wearing it?
It depends how you wear it.
Okay, give us options.
I can probably share a screen that shows a couple of sketches I did of how one might wear it.
Oh, if one is so inclined.
Yeah, excuse me.
You've not got a COVID cough, have you?
No.
You're making me want to take a drink just listening.
Right, share screen. So apologies. So right, I'll go to my project. Can you see there?
Okay, so this is your sketch for your...
Yeah, and the X's are the wheat sheaf cables. Because I couldn't be bothered to draw the cables. So you've got buttons down there.
Yeah.
And there will be some buttons on the back on the equivalent of this edge.
So are you knitting from that edge?
That's the fold. I'm knitting from this bottom edge upwards.
Towards the buttons at the top?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
So the buttons are top right and bottom left.
Right.
And you can wear it sort of wrapped around it. It'd be looser than this. I just quickly sketched it on. You can fasten some buttons at the front. Yeah. And then it'll sort of drop round to be more like a cape.
Yeah.
Or you can do this and it'll be lower at the back. It'll be down towards your bottom at the back.
That lady looks really sexy in that picture.
Yeah, I was trying to follow the lines of the boobs on the croquis model and then wasn't really paying attention, and one was higher than the other, so I had to kind of colour them in a bit.
I was thinking more about the almost see-through underwear knickers that she's wearing, bless her.
Oh no, she has got a skirt on the full picture, but I didn't colour anything in because I couldn't find my colouring pens.
She's got a thigh gap. That's disgusting.
I know, I usually draw those in and make chunky thighs.
We don't have no ladies with thigh gaps around here.
No, I should think not.
No, that's just not on.
So that's kind of where I was going with it. It's
looking good. You pleased with it so far?
It's a nice, relaxing knit, actually. I'm quite enjoying it and getting a lot done because I don't really have to think about it.
Yeah.
There's the cable at either end, and I have put a note in that there's one central cable
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of the design, and you could mirror it on one side to the other. So on one you could do a left cross, and the other you could do a right cross.
Yeah.
If it really bothered you, but I don't give enough of a chuff to worry about that. So they're both left cross on mine. It's
I
my
would like that. I can't remember which one of my patterns I did like that. I was just like, oh, I can't be bothered with the mirroring. It's fine. You want to mirror it, you go for it.
Well, and anybody that's really that bothered usually has the skills to do it. I don't know how do you feel about stuff like that, Jessie? Right, so Jessie's saying definitely Celsius. The wind chill is making it feel like -22
Ooh.
where she is, and she's just got in from shoveling snow.
See, I'm sorry, I don't understand that. The snow wants to be there. I'm going to leave it. I'm not making the effort to move it. It's just, I'm going to let it be if it lets me be.
Oh, well.
It seems like far too much hard work.
Yeah, snow shoveling. Yeah, why are you not attached sort of gaffer tape to a huge mug of hot chocolate?
Yeah, just like looking out the window. Do I need to go out? Nah.
Yeah, we probably need to run upstairs and get you knitting.
I was watching, you know, they had loads and loads of snow down south over the weekend, didn't they? For once, we didn't actually have any, and it was all down south, and I was laughing because everything comes to a halt because they're not used to it, are they?
I know.
They're like, snow! And then they were saying one of the motorways was impassable because they'd been gritted, but because everyone's staying at home, there weren't enough cars on the road for it to work.
Right.
I was just sitting there going, nice and dry and sunny here. Makes a change.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't mind driving in snow or on ice. I'm quite confident with that. I think what bothers me is everybody else.
Yeah.
Because most of them here are just nutters when it comes to driving like that. You know, they think they can drive at speed and that you can brake and do all of these marvellous things. No, you can't.
When we had quite a bit over Christmas, we went out to the shop. We were just going to pick our shopping up.
Sorry, I'm just clarifying. Quite a bit of snow, do you mean?
Well, yeah. What
Yeah,
did you
okay.
think?
I wasn't sure.
Ah, okay.
I was fishing.
Well, we went to pick our shopping up and we'd had quite a bit of snow. We went in the Land Rover because Phil's going, oh, but I want to use my Lexus. It's got a snow mode on it. And I said, no, we're going in the Land Rover. That's what it's for. So we got to the traffic lights and we're just sitting there and Phil's swearing and going, oh, and I was, what's the matter? And this car come up the path next to us because he'd nearly gone in the back of us.
Oh my God.
Yeah, absolute idiot. And then as we're driving along, Phil's keeping his eye on him and he's way back because he's obviously learned his lesson.
What an idiot.
I know. He's lucky he managed to get up on the path, to be honest.
Coco, go away.
Oh.
She just decides she wants major amounts of attention when I am busy at the same time every week.
I don't know where mine's gone. He's just disappeared.
Oh, well.
He's not very happy.
Why?
Well, because it was chucking it down so much with sleet this morning and my legs were burning, you know, when they get really wet and cold. And I just said, I've had enough, I'm going home. And his walk got cut a little bit short, bless him.
You are a cruel, mean mummy.
We were drenched.
You wouldn't bother him.
Well, no, it didn't bother him, to be honest.
Well, there you are then.
But it bothers me. I'm not built for that weather.
No, me neither, I must admit. So I had to laugh because I got one of those scam phone calls the other day.
Oh yeah, what about?
The Amazon Prime one that says that your payment for $79.95 is bounced and you have to ring this number and pay it now or you'll lose your benefits on Amazon Prime immediately. And I just stayed on the line and somebody came on, an actual person as opposed to recorded message. So I rattled off every swear word I could think of.
Yeah.
On the top of my head, and I'm just screaming these words of vitriol and bile down the phone. And Jake walked past and looked at me and went, "Not a business call, then." No.
I'd have said, "Are you enjoying yourself there?"
I thought, well, if you're going to be stupid enough to try and connect here, you're going to get it in the neck.
What was their reaction?
And they hung up.
Oh, strange that.
Yeah, really odd, isn't it? I don't think they'll be phoning again.
Let's hope not. Stupid.
Wow.
Yes, the stupid does.
I know, it's mean, isn't it?
Aye. So nothing really exciting's happening in the world for me at the moment. Working in the mornings and being brain dead in the afternoons.
What have I been doing? I changed the bedding. And I ordered and received my oatmeal yarn.
Okay.
Which was quite hard to get hold of, I have to say.
Okay, cool.
So that's arrived.
Yeah.
And I'm debating about whether I should get some more just in case, because I've really enjoyed and worn the items I've made with that yarn in that colour. And I'm thinking it's a really nice neutral. It's just what to do with sort of the, you know, a ball of yarn that's as big as a baby.
Yeah.
And then the inevitable, don't you have enough yarn questions? Well, yeah, I do, but it's not the right yarn for what I want to do right now.
You never have the correct yarn for the correct project at the exact correct time. It is just, what is it, Murphy's Law?
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, Jessie says she's had a busy few weeks here, so she's taking it easy today. Well, if you count the snow shoveling as easy.
I was going to say, that doesn't sound like an easy day to me. Snow shoveling is not easy.
Well, unless you're sort of controlling the children and saying, dig that.
Well, yeah, the minions.
And put it over there, pointing the minions at the task.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Especially if you got a glass of wine in one hand or a hot chocolate or something.
I'm of the opinion as leave it.
So I sent Jake a subtle message earlier about, have you seen that the General Burgoyne's doing Cumberland sausage and chips for Friday night takeaway? No, I've not had a reply yet.
You didn't write hint at the end.
Well, I thought I might have got a bite. I was going to pay for it, but if he doesn't say yes, then I'm not ordering it. So that's that. So Jessie says, I work as the design coordinator for Ancient Art Yarn. Ooh. We have a 14 pattern collection coming out next week, so I'm working on all the last minute things and finally got caught up yesterday.
That sounds like a big workload, doesn't it?
It does. If you got a linky you can share with us for the company. Jessie, can we see that? Oh, Carol's in the house. Hello, Carol.
Hi, Carol.
How are you?
We might get to see some yarn.
Yeah, has anybody got any yarn or foes or just something really exciting to tell us? Oh, Jessie says definitely not excited about the shoveling, but wanted to get the front walk done before the postie has to get through it. Well, yeah, because he may have yarn.
She's just too nice to her postie. Although I am nice to my postie because she asked me the other day if she could park her van on my drive. All
right.
And I said, not a problem, not going anywhere.
Oh, Jessie's going to get the link.
Oh, exciting. Very exciting.
It's always good to have something new to see, isn't it?
Well,
new to us.
New to us.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm knitting a blanket.
It's going to keep you. You're going to have to be wearing summer clothes in a day or two to be knitting.
Yeah, and I tried to coordinate my scarf with it a little bit as well. It's got some of this greeny colour, a bit of a springy green, some camel and gold.
All you need is some long flowing blonde hair and some pointy ears, and you'll be very elvish.
As opposed to just awkward.
Well, elves wear green, don't they?
Depends which elves. Woodland elves do.
Yeah, yeah. Just want to say, very elvish.
But Galadriel doesn't.
Oh. Well, what about Legolas?
Well, he does. He's got his green tights.
Exactly. Love a bit of Legolas, me.
Can we all just have a moment to celebrate that?
What, Legolas in his green tights?
Yeah, I'm just sort of heading back there in the vaults of my mind. In
like Legolas.
In Lecce Corner.
Yeah.
His mum's older than me, so he's still allowed on the list.
He's actually older than you think he is. He's quite close to my age, you know.
Yeah.
Should we have a little look? Well, you have a little look at Jessie's linky link. I'll see how old Orlando Bloom is.
Right, here we go.
44 and I'm 45. There you go. Oh, wow. You're going to knit the cat?
It's probably a kit.
Ah.
E.
Is that like, what's her name in Bedknobs and Broomsticks? You had to have a cat.
Yes, and it didn't like her, did it?
Oh, look at that yarn. That is gorgeous.
That's absolutely beautiful. So what are we going to look at?
Everything.
In stock yarns.
Yeah, go for it. Oh, blue. I like the Midnight Clear Merino singles.
It's pretty, isn't it?
That is gorgeous.
I like the name of a road less travelled, don't you?
Yeah, that's a nice name.
Abalone.
Bunny Hug Sport. That just sounds brilliant.
Abstract Sock Nado Mini Twister.
Oh, lovely. So the minis do for your heels and toes and cuffs, don't they, as a contrast?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Look at that, all the secret places.
Quite like the Alexandrite effect. It's too cool for me, but it's beautiful.
Is it just my bad mind that says when it goes revival fingering?
Well, you know, it revived me. Alpine Meadow, big squeeze, bulky. That's very pretty. Very spring-like, isn't it?
Yeah, we need Julie Andrews singing The Hills Are Alive to that one.
Is something pressing on your brain, Coco? Is that what all this is about? Amethyst. Anjou.
Ooh.
I like the antique colourway. That's pretty, isn't it? Make a lovely shawl. Apple Blossom, Indulgence Lace. And look at that antique Socknado Mini.
Yeah, that would go beautifully with those, wouldn't it? Oh, look at those baby aubergine.
Oh, I like Basset Hound.
Yeah.
Australian Shepherd.
I can honestly say I haven't seen one that I don't like.
No, they're all beautiful in their own way. Very clever.
Beguilement.
That is fabulous, isn't it?
Oh, look, there's a nice colour for you there, Lorraine. That mustardy colour.
Birch leaf. Birch leaves. So it's just meant to be, isn't it?
It is.
Is it destiny or density?
And black and tan is what Arthur is.
I like blue dolphin.
Yeah, that's lovely.
That's absolutely stunning.
Wow.
Wow. Look at that blue poppy.
Oh, wow.
What do we think of these ladies? Are we liking those? Oh, Jackie's saying they're absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Rita says gorgeous. Bonfire Socknado Mini Twister. Look at that. Oh,
Wow.
wow. Brass tacks.
Oh, look at the border collie. I mean, they're gorgeous, all of them.
Busy as a bee.
Love the names.
I like the bronze, actually. That would be good for a cardigan. Oh, California poppies. Love that. And the cave art. Oh no, there's cerulean. I can see somebody would like that. And Cézanne Still Life, I think.
That
Someone,
is just me, that one.
yeah, someone I know would be lusting over that. Cheshire Cat.
I like the Caitlin would absolutely love Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, I think my niece would like cherry custard.
I think I'd like them all.
And that brown chocolate cherries.
Chocolate
Labrador.
Love it.
Cinnamon toast. Wow.
Oh, look at the ombre stuff. That was nice.
The what?
The ombre. Look, they've got ombres.
Oh, the set.
Yeah.
Cute, aren't they? Definitely, oh, the greys for you. And there's the blues and the denim.
I already know what I would do with a pack of those classic denims.
Oh, I'm liking that cornucopia. That's very like Rios, isn't it, Diana?
Yeah.
Goodness me.
I'm lost for words. It is just gorgeous.
Jessie, where do you start when you got to promote something like this and it's just you just love it all?
I wouldn't know what to pick.
Oh, Rita likes Blue Dolphin.
Oh yeah.
Jackie's saying they're fabulous. Caroline makes great colours and comes up with great names. Her business is based out in Calgary. Right, let's keep going. Douglas Fir. Isn't that fabulous? Embers and Ashes.
Eiffel Tower. I want them all, Loraine.
I like that Embers and Ashes.
And that Enchanted Forest.
Oh, Field Spa, Nettle Soft DK. Oh, wow. Yeah, just one of everything. When I say one, I mean a sweater quantity.
Yeah.
I don't mean just one.
Wow.
Just everything. Get off my lawn.
Garden gnomes and pink flamingos.
Isn't that fabulous?
No, I'm just sitting here thinking I'm not worthy.
Well, we don't die, so we're not really in competition. Or Grand Canyon, that's beautiful.
Oh, look at the greys and oh,
Hearthside, Herbe de Provence, Hibiscus. That looks like a bright pinky red, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Honeycomb. Now that's a really good colour name.
Hopping down the bunny trail. I love
it. I met Stephen West and I liked it. I want to be in your stash.
Yes, you do, don't you? Come and be in my stash.
I love the Impressionist one.
Yeah, that's lovely.
It's very Monet.
Oh my God, I literally could not pick one that I couldn't. Do you know what I mean? They're just even the colours that I wouldn't normally be drawn to.
Land's End, that is stunning. Lavender Fields, yeah.
And that one, Lichen in my crevices. That's what I feel like.
Is it lichen or is it lichen? Because
I always called it lichen.
I've always said lichen, but my dad says lichen, so I don't know. Yeah.
That's funny.
Or maybe it's mum says lichen. I don't know. Little Wild Things. Look, another fruit colour. Looking fine in my new blue jeans.
You know, I'd just like to say, you know, Jessie, we are friends, aren't we? Do you not think you could get some free yarn for your friends?
So the new collection is the Lasco Fine Line, and I'm so glad to have colour cards to help me sort out colours for all the designs that were submitted. Oh, fabulous. Carol says they're absolutely gorgeous.
They are.
Go back to that and do a bit more scrolly. Oh, Matisse.
That is lovely. Oh, may the 4th be with you. I want that one.
Oh, yeah. Mineral Big Squeeze Bulky. That's beautiful. Wow. Mint Chocolate Chip. Monet's Lily Pond. Morriso, Woman at the Mirror. She's into her fine arts, isn't she?
Yeah.
Mountain Primula. I take it she's not on about the cheese now.
Arthur likes Primula cheese.
Naughty Little Rabbit Revival Worsted. I just don't know what to say. I think mine's pink.
Yeah. Orange Tabby.
What a great name.
They're all brilliant.
There's Lasco Fine.
That is just, oh.
Here we go. Look at these colours. Beach Paradise, Amethyst, Baby Aubergine, Beaujolais, Berrylicious, Blue Persian,
Brass tacks.
Blue Spruce. Oh, look at the cinnamon and is that Cerulos? Classic Blue. Cozy. Cypress Green, that's really rich. Damascus Steel.
Davy Jones Locker.
Dark Roast. Denim 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Douglas Fir, Dune Grass. Emerald Isle. Forever in Blue Jeans. Now there's a great name. Fortuitous. French Bordeaux. Happy Lascaux. Heart. Is that Heart? Iced Coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Liking that. I bet you like the houndstooth. You love a grey, don't you?
I do love grey.
Irish linen. I'm drawn to that.
Yeah.
And lodgepole. I kind of like the khaki-ness of it.
Mm-hmm.
And moss. And milk chocolate.
Oh, they're gorgeous. You like it?
Milk chocolate. Yeah.
Well, milk chocolate. Yeah, I like that Paris one.
That's beautiful.
Mm. Honestly, I could do a lucky dip and come away extremely happy.
Wow. Where no one has gone before.
Brilliant.
Absolutely amazing. Wow.
I think you're so lucky getting to work with those. They're brilliant.
Absolutely amazing. So do you have to choose? Oh, the Star Wars themed yarns glow under a black light.
I want.
The Lascaux line is a blend of Manx, Lofton, I don't know, and Punta Arena. So there's some natural brown underlying all the colours from the Manx yarn.
Oh.
What a lovely idea.
It'll give it.
Sorry?
She gets to play with these yarns.
I know.
Some people are just so lucky.
Well, I'm sure there's more than luck about it, because you've got to be exceptionally organised to do all those launches and pull all those bazillion threads together.
So Jessie gets to play with gorgeous yarns and I get stinky teenagers.
Yeah, more or less.
Wrong with the universe. It's not fair. I'm going to start rolling around on the floor and crying like Donald Trump in a minute.
Well, shut the door on your way out there. Jessie says she's definitely lucky.
She is. I can swap. Jessie can have my stinky teenagers if she wants.
I'm sure she'd absolutely love them. Not.
Stinky teenagers.
I know, it's terrible, isn't it?
Yep.
Now, there was a pattern I wanted to show you. So it's called Coat Ice Queen. It seems a bit an odd name, but look at that.
That is just stunning, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you need that kind of weather.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't really do in the UK weather.
No. And I'm not a fan of knitting super bulky, to be honest. I find it
Right.
very hard work. But it did
Yeah.
leap out as like seriously wow.
Have we still got
Um,
all the hundreds and hundreds of Bernie Sanders patterns in the hot right now?
Probably.
Over last week, hadn't he? Bless him.
I know. I think I'd probably need to search on Bernie and Vermont.
All right. Okay.
No, Bernie or Vermont isn't doing anything. Oh, here we go with the Bernies. Is there enough there?
I think there's definitely plenty of Bernie. So, Absolute Radio in the mornings, and this guy, he does the social ammunition, and he said he'd received an email from someone saying, I keep seeing this little old man sitting in a chair with a face mask and he looks very cold, but I don't know who he is, and I don't know why there's loads of memes about him.
Just so even my now registered blind mother knew who it was.
Yeah, everybody knows who Bernie Sanders is, don't they?
I know. I just thought that it was a lovely collection of patterns that people have come up with really quickly. I mean, Caitlin Hunter with the sweater pattern has obviously based it on a sold out in a crop.
Yeah.
So all she's had to do is change some charts and yarn amounts, and it'll be pretty much good to go.
Yeah.
Can't see any issues with that pattern at all. And it's very kind that she's made it free, but asked for donations to various charities that he sort of supports and champions.
Yeah.
And then there's all these other mittens, hats. Somebody's done a cowl.
I like little men. I mean, look at that little tiny one.
Mini Bernie.
Little mini Bernie.
Isn't that adorable?
That is just brilliant.
How utterly cute is that?
Those glasses.
I just think it's adorable. So
Bernie
knitted
buddy.
mini Bernie buddy, that one.
Oh.
We got another one here. Bemittened Bernie.
Oh, I love it. Well, he's even got a knitted face mask.
Oh, isn't he sweet? Got to admire the creativity and the speed.
Did you see those mittens that have actually got him sitting on them?
Oh, hang on. I'm sorry, I was just
Einstein there.
Yeah, I was going to say this is Einstein in mittens rather because of the hair. Sorry, which one? What am I looking at?
Go up. Bit more. Go on, up a bit there. Bernie Sanders. Look, he's actually sitting in his chair on that pair of mittens.
Oh, yeah.
That so quickly. What's it say? When
we
stand,
we are strong, I think it says on the other one.
All right.
Oh, we will always win. There you are. When we stand together, we will always win. I think that's a lovely pattern.
It's a lovely sentiment as well. It must be something he said before.
She was really quick with that one.
And
then we've got all different coloured variations and in this holder. Your vote, your voice, Bernie Beanie.
I like it. There was a bit of an argument going on Twitter, as you would expect, saying so many firsts about the inauguration, the first woman VP, the first woman of colour, and this, that, and the other. Yet all everybody takes away is the white man. And I think they kind of missed the point of why he went a bit viral.
Well, yeah, it wasn't about who it was. It was about the knitting.
Yeah. It was just something nice and cheerful that people could get behind in a time when everything's been so depressing, really, isn't it?
Mm.
There's a little bit of fun. And yes, there were some amazing things about the inauguration. That poet laureate was just fabulous. She moved me to tears. And the fact that, you know, Kamala Harris is the first, but she won't be the last. But yeah, it's okay to have a bit of fun about Bernie as well, though. Just because he happens to be a white man.
Well, I think there are times when you just can't win.
You can't win on Twitter.
Well, that's why I don't go on.
I go on to see what everyone's talking about.
I did enjoy some of the comments and stuff when Harry and Meghan defected to Hollywood.
Oh, yeah.
To Hollywood.
Yeah.
And some of the sort of comments about the joke names for the prince and things like this that Twitter does in such a genius way and is exceptionally funny.
They call her Megain, don't they?
All right.
She's Megain. And then on Spit an Image, she said, "Oh, it's the husband formerly known as Prince," which did really make me chuckle. I just think, yeah. Oh, I read the book, didn't I? I finished it last week.
Oh.
Finding Freedom.
Okay.
So obviously written by Meghan, obviously. And it was just the way it was all like, oh, and we sit in the kitchen so that we can grab a coffee if we want to, and you know, and I'm wearing these designer shoes, and I like this brand and I like that brand. It's like, what?
Yeah. Are you 5?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh well.
Good luck.
Things.
Good luck to him. Let him get on with it.
I have no objection to them going out in the world and making a bit of money and doing what they want to do, but they can't do both. They can't take the taxpayers' money and earn a fortune.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? My great gran always said, you can't have your cake and your halfpenny.
You can't.
You can only have one.
You can't lecture me about not taking commercial flights on a holiday every year because it's bad for the environment, and then go and take private jets everywhere.
I know.
But we won't go there. We're not going to get political because I've had a drink, and as soon as you start touching on Meghan and Harry, it's just all downhill from there. So let's just leave that, park that in the corner. We'll talk about Freddie Mercury instead.
Oh, Perrin Yarns is in the house.
Steph.
Hello, Steph. How are you doing?
You had a good day.
Probably had a busy day, have you?
How's it down in Cornwall?
Yeah,
wet?
Have you got snow?
I don't know if they got snow in Cornwall this weekend, did they?
I don't know.
It was all sort of like down Hampshire way, I think.
I think I'll just knock my TV off. It's on mute, but it's a Green Party political broadcast.
All right.
I think I'll just not in the mood for political broadcast. Oh, Steph says she's good, thanks. And how are we? Yeah, we're all good. We were just having a bit of a whinge off on one, as you know.
You know, I'm quite willing to do, but we won't go there.
So you're still knitting your headband.
Oh, honestly, it's like the never-ending saga, this one.
Which is called?
Well, this is actually, which is going to be called Working a Lot Harder, because it is a lot harder because it's 4-ply. But the one that's coming out on Tuesday, and it's in DK.
Right, okay.
And it's coming out on Tuesday, did I say that?
This Tuesday coming, February the 2nd.
Tuesday coming, right. And as a one-off to be kind to my subscribers, let a subscriber I'll give you a code that'll be valid for a week, and you can get it for free.
Oh, I'll have to sign up.
For 1 week only, though, so you'll have to be quick to use the code. But that's for people on my email list.
Exciting. I'm coming to the end of another row.
Okay. And I'm coming to the end of another drink.
I haven't really had much of mine. I'm on my 3rd cable repeat now.
Okay.
And heading towards sort of halfway through the 3rd repeat. And I think
you were going to say you were heading towards boredom.
No. No, there's enough cabling either side, just one column of it, to keep me interested.
Because you're not quite like me. I could sit and do stocking stitch all day long, every day, and never ever get bored. I absolutely love it, and I just like the soothing nature of sitting and knitting and knitting and knitting. But you like to a bit of something.
I like it spicy, and I am enjoying the sort of soothing stocking stitch mile to cover my lumpage that I need between my 2 cable columns. So, you know.
As long as it's not a green mile, we'll be all right.
No, it's not a green mile.
So,
do I get Sam Rockwell though?
Which one's Sam Rockwell?
He's a bit creepy in Green Mile, actually. He's a murdery, horrible person.
Which one is he?
I can't remember what the name of the character is.
Yeah, what does he do? Apart from murder someone.
Oh, I can't remember.
I love that movie.
Just know he's not nice. So no snow this winter. Sorry, got to go. Hubs has cooked steak. Oh, what time do you need us round for the steak? And Carol says she's really surprised you're not singing yet, Emma. I think that is a subtle hint. Carol, she's had enough. Yeah, what would you like Emma to sing today, Carol? Have you got a song in mind? Not oh say can you say? You could do a bit of Hamilton. Do a Hamilton thing.
Should
I didn't catch any of that because your signal was dropping, but not to worry, it's all good. Right.
I think what we'll do is stick to be again.
Yeah, that was really, that was very popular. Yeah.
And
all right, are you going to bit of a warm up or? Goodness, that's lovely. Felt like someone had walked over my grave then.